Hey, and now we're at downtown Rapid City at Bob's Shoe Repair. It is famous here in Rapid City, so we're going to talk with Chad, the owner, and talk about all the history and all the magic that happens here.
Bob's Shoe Repair was started by Bob, the original Bob, in 1946 when he got out of the war. He ran it for several years, and then he passed away, and then his son, Bob Jr., took it over. Him and his wife, Lori, ran it for, I think it was 35 years. Bob suddenly passed away here in April, will be 15 years. And then I had worked for Bob before when I was going to college, and Bob was always good to me. He always kept a paycheck in the pocket. I'd always come down from lunch breaks. I was off working other places. I'd come down and say hi because they were good friends of mine. And one day I came in here and Lori told me that she signed the papers to sell the place. So I went back to work and called my wife, and she said, well, here's our opportunity. So I always thought that if I could buy the place, I would. I'd try. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. I like working with my hands. And here we are. We bought it in 2009. It was a crazy year that year. Had a baby, my house flooded 3 times, and bought a business all within 10 months. The sign says shoe repair, so people call and ask if I work on boots. Well, yes, I do. I work on boots. And primarily, my main business are cowboy boots. That's what we do. We live in the Midwest with the ranchers. But not only that do we work on cowboy boots, but we work on anything from belts to purses to jackets to vests. You name it. I have a saying, if it can be riveted, stitched, nailed, and glued, and you're willing to pay the price, I'll fix it. You know, the soles start wearing out, getting soft, you know, they're leaking water, bring them in, take the soles off, you know, take the heels off like this, you know, just pop the heels off. Each one's a little bit different. I mean, I can't say it's gonna take exactly this much time. I probably take a little more time than some people do, so it's gonna take me a little bit longer to get them done because I really care about the end product. My name is on every product that comes out of this shop, so I wanna do the best job that I'm able to do on it. Start to finish on a pair of boots is anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half. And some of that right there is cork. It's a filler. So between the insole and the welt, there's a little bit of a ridge right there. If people knew what I did to their boots,
yeah, it looks like naked now.
They're like, "What are you doing?"
I'm like, "You're
it's
like taking it apart."
I want to bring out the hammer, I'm hitting it, you know. Yeah, duck it in water. Then I'll pick all the old stitches out. This has 2 rows of stitching, so I got to pick them both out. And then from there, I'll take this sole and I'll put it on there like this, and I'll feather this down and this piece down so it's all the same thickness. Glue it on, cut it, and then shape it, and then I'll stitch it on. Nailed it, now I'm putting heels on these. Then I'll come back in and I'll give it one final sanding so that everything looks smooth, and then I'll put ink on it and then polish it, make it look as new as possible. It's a new sole, it's a new boot. It's the same boot, you know, it's broke in, so now you just got a new sole. So my market ranges from Bismarck, North Dakota, Montana, over to Sheridan, Wyoming, down to Kimball, Nebraska, to the river. Plus, I have a lot of loyal customers that, you know, they'll go from Oregon to Georgia. She drops off her Birkenstocks to get them resold, and when she comes back, she picks them up. So, and I got a lot of people that just mail me stuff. It's kind of a lost art. It's not really dying because, I mean, we're busy. All the shoe repair shops that are busy. I mean, I talk to them and they're in the same boat I am. I mean, we're busy because there's just not many of them around anymore. I'm hoping to make 100 years. We'll see. If the shop makes it 100 years, I'll be 68 years old. It'll be time to retire. It had a good run. But if I stay as busy as I am, I mean, that's not gonna be a problem. It's not a problem at work.